This podcast is brought to you by the couchcommentators.shop. Help support the channel by purchasing your Couch Commentators merchandise using the link below.
Welcome back to the Couch Commentators podcast, the fastest growing podcast in the nation, and some may say the world. As always, James and Dan by my side. Gentlemen, another week, another rugby league week. How are we, James, mate?
Yeah, doing pretty good. We had a pretty successful round of golf on Friday.
I would say that.
Don't know, should I talk about it now?
Yeah, mate, we'll just get into it, mate. Just rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah, so the Couch Commentators team at the Warriors golf day, old boys golf day, the boys were fucking on from the start. I think I hit 3 20-foot putts in the first 6 holes.
Yep.
It could have been 4. I honestly, I wasn't counting how many times.
It felt like just every time it came to me, it was a big putt and I was landing them. I think would have only been like 4 2-putts in the day. We come in at 4 under.
4th place as well.
Yeah, 4th place. Yeah.
Well, when the scores went dark.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll count it 4.
We'll just claim the 4th.
Well, we only got better from there.
Yeah.
But apparently the winners were 9 under.
Yeah.
Like, look,
there was 2 teams on 9 under, so slim chances of us getting that.
So,
and it's funny that, like, the way we scored it, like, it picked 6 random scores, and they were still, like, one of the 2 winners.
big shout out to James Herefield. He was our ace.
Shout out, Jimmy.
Yeah, he's a gun. He was on fire. James was on fire. Me and Dad, we had our moments of
We were there for the
brilliance.
vibe.
You guys were the coals.
Yeah.
You guys were the coals that let the fire burn.
We had moments of brilliance.
Yeah. A lot of, especially you, clutch like wedge shots.
Dan had a couple nice putts as well. That
Good putts.
Yeah.
I mean, we parred pretty much every hole, parred or birdied. Only the one bogey. Bogey. That's not bad.
We're winning this comp next year, honestly.
Yeah. So we could have been 5 under. And then we could have been third place. So, I mean.
I've thought about this a lot because we got a lot of questions about the legality of our score. But, like, if we didn't hit our putts, we quite easily are a few over. Like, which in previous years, there's been a lot of times where we've all missed those putts and then had to go again. And we weren't, like, having birdie opportunities every hole.
Yeah. Yeah, there was probably like a couple that we missed though. Like every birdie opportunity we somewhat got. Like there was only maybe 2 that we genuinely missed.
The 2 that we genuinely missed
like,
were like
long.
decent fucking like putts that we had to hit.
Yeah,
And they were right next to the cup if we missed it.
yeah. I mean, it was just honestly a day of fucking golf, and we played that good that we versed a group of mates. Probably listeners to the podcast, you know, we had Josh, Brad, Farlow, and Uncle Rob. Uncle Rob. All of them, 3 of them play comp, and the one who doesn't play comp is probably the best golfer. So, we ended up drawing with them, so I don't know.
But the weird thing is, we bogeyed the same hole as they did.
Yeah. It was almost the exact same scores.
Yeah.
I'm sure they didn't get like 20-foot putts like James though.
And then, speaking of putting, we got to mention the best fucking putt of the whole day.
Oh, yeah.
So, he goes to hit, not this Jimmy, our 4th member Jimmy. He went to hit the ball between his legs just to see if it will go near the cup. It ends up going in.
It was
And it was a birdie.
It was a birdie. It was a figure beauty. Like
we ran around like fucking 12-year-olds and had just won the fucking grand final.
In their first hit.
Yeah, all that, yep.
That's like it. We had 2 balls on the green. We were all by the other ball, like going to have our shot. Jimmy just under the leg.
And it went in. And then
it was probably like a 20-foot putt as well. So.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was a great day. Obviously, that's what you got up to on the weekend. Anything else? Yeah.
Yeah, look, after that, fucking Saturday was a write-off, honestly.
Yeah.
I was dead all Saturday. I have been streaming a lot lately. I've been currently 7 days in a row.
Big man Dan.
So, Big Man Dan with 3 N's for some reason.
Nice and easy to Google.
Yeah. So I've been doing that a lot lately. And then, you know, I'm wearing a certain jersey, so obviously the boys won. There was rugby league on the weekend.
There was footy on. It was a chill weekend, but there was footy on.
Yeah. And other than that, I just spent my time in bed because I was fucking dead. Like the body was sore after golf.
So, carrying the team, obviously. Yeah. I also, a bit more onto the golf day. Like, I had a really good day. I went in from golf into obviously getting drunk with the lads.
Yeah, the getting drunk part was good.
Also, went to the cheeky pokies. Had $20 in my pocket and another $20 from a mate. Didn't put his $20 in, but we were both combined in. Put my 20 into the machine. I was going to put the other 20 into another one, but alas, we ended up winning 320 on a feature. Now, it's not your normal win. It's a accidentally mishit max bet, hit the $5. Hit some fucking balls. I've never seen so many blue and orange balls come up, like the mini and minors.
Yeah.
There was like, I think 4 minis and 2 minors. So it was like half the screen was just fucking balls. It was great. And there was 2 $50 ones dropped as well. And then we got to 320 and me and Philo, Statsman Philo, sorry, I didn't mention your name earlier, mate. We decided, I'll play down 300, as you do. Couple more hits on the $5 because we already won big, man. We'll just keep going. We hit a win, $25 win out of nowhere. And we're like, oh, actually, I don't think Philo noticed, and he went to suit it, hit the diamond, boom, $100. There we go. We're up to 419 now. We're like, might as well play it down to 400, guys. Like, what are we, men or mouse? So we played it down again, hit another $25 win, and I go, look, I knew it was $25, but I said to Follow, whatever you can do, mate, I can do better. Boom, suit it. The spades come up. $520. We played down again. We did not get to 600, but like we took that.
Bro, like it's just crazy how you've managed to suit it twice in a row on a $25 win. Like fuck me.
It was strokes of brilliance after like a game of brilliance of golf as well. So it was just a day topped off there, and got really drunk and then hung over the Saturday. So, what did we learn? We're great golfers, and we're gonna win the comp next year.
Yeah.
Speaking of golf, we have put more work into having a golf day. We had a question last week about when is the Couch Commentators golf day, and we're thinking September, guys. So open up some space there. Late September, we're thinking.
Yeah.
So look forward to that. Okay, now accountability. Punting, gentlemen. Obviously, we'll just talk about my punting then. Not so well for all of us this week, unfortunately. Yeah. I did go close. I had 2 of my 3 legs. The one that let me down was the bloke who's going to be the number 1 try scorer ever. Alex Johnson decided not to score a try this week. So fuck you.
I think I was let down by Dragons 1-12, and then Guffo not scoring.
So like 2 out of 3 of your legs.
Yeah.
It's so close, so close.
I should have just put Val for a double,
Yeah, well, look, in hindsight, your horse
fucking still running.
Yeah, donk. Yeah, you put it for the punters club as well.
Yeah, I put all my money on it.
Ouch.
Look, we just had the success at the Warriors Old Boy Golf Day. Get it out, James.
Yeah.
English is hard sometimes.
Then the next day, I'm betting for the Warriors World's Worst Punters Club, and I'm like, Warrior for peace. Come on, give me a piece of that.
Donald Trump is talking about peace and like the Warriors, and it just makes sense. Other than that, the multi, I did hit my leg. I got the win. Thunder Lips, horse I think beat you recently. I was like, oh yeah, back it again. Gets the win. Should have backed it for the punters, but alas, we didn't. I think Lucas second place, so nothing to cheer home about there. But as always, we promise to win. But obviously gamble responsibly. 1-800-858-858. Okay. Now, gentlemen, we got NRL talk, and there's a lot to get into, so let's fucking unbuckle and then rebuckle our seats. Okay. First, we're going to knock off the Origin teams. They've been announced, gentlemen, and there's
Blues, no changes.
there's some crazy picks though for the old Queenslanders. The only like change being Jacob Carraz for the Blues as our 18th man. Matt Burton getting the fucking flick.
It's surprising, like
Yeah.
So I like that it's almost just a fuck you to the Bulldogs. It's like,
Yeah.
all right, fine, we'll give you back Burton.
Yeah, you can have
We'll
Burton
take
back.
Carraz though.
Carraz is ours.
Now you're gonna probably have to play Burton at centre.
Yeah. Tough. But yeah, the only like pick we're kind of fucking stressing about is Stefano. Why did he get picked? I don't know.
Yeah.
He must do something.
Yeah.
Great blowjobs.
Yeah, Craig Bellamy must love the like. Yeah, we go to the Queensland team because that's where all the changes have been made because they're scared. They won last game and they know they got it from Ashley Klein, so they're running scared. They're pick and stick mentality's fucking out the window. Number one, you got Hammer Tabuai Fado.
I mean, they had no choice in that one.
Well,
Yeah.
no, they had choice.
They had
No,
choices.
but like they had no choice to put someone else there.
Paul Ponga with the old Lizzie Frank issue.
Yeah, the Lizzie Frank.
He's going to be out for a bit.
Like, obviously, Hammer's a bit of a worry, but if they picked Brimo, I would have been a little scared.
Yeah.
They had Brimo. They had Reece Walsh, who is their 18th man.
Yeah.
Instead, they've gone Hammer. Look, he's a fast player. He's good. But I just don't know. I don't think it's going to... Because then we go down to the back line. You got Coates, Toya, same. And then you got Shibasaki and Holmes. Now, Shibasaki was, again, left of field because I just did not see him making the team.
Fucking 5 months ago, nobody was picking him in their Broncos team.
Yeah. 5 months ago, he was going to Super League.
Like, surely there's someone else out there that can fill that
So
center
they had
spot.
Howarth like in the
Yeah.
extended like team last game. And instead, they've gone Shibasaki and Hammer instead of having Walsh and then Hammer still where he was last game.
Yeah,
you know?
he could have just
Like,
stayed in the centers, yeah.
I don't know. Are they scared? Are they a bit worried? I think so.
They are still Queensland.
Do we read into it too much? Yes. I am worried about the goatee though. Like that's a man's man. And like obviously I think he's probably more a defensive center, so they're probably just trying to shore up the centers with Toya and him and just try and stop the leaking of points that will happen. Yeah, I think they're worried. Again, we beat them 5 out of 5 players. Then we go halves, same as last game. Deard and Munster, Lua, Cleary. We cover them there.
This next one I'm a bit worried about.
Cleary a little bit worried about with the injuries, hoping his goal kicking / king comes back. Probably won't goal kick. We're probably giving it to Zach Lomax again.
No, we're fucking giving it to Latrell Mitchell.
And we got to
Critter might be ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they pick
anyone
it.
except Zach.
But now we get into the most out of left field pick in Origin history. Is Josh Papali'i getting his
I can't
run
remember.
back in?
I can't remember if I said this on the podcast or just in private to someone.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't be surprised if they like picked him on the bench. I was thinking, which he still could drop to it.
Yeah.
It's funny, he hasn't played Origin since he's had his mullet.
Yeah.
Because that photo is just short hair.
This is Queensland pick and stick, mate. They pick
I mean,
10 years ago and then they'll come back and stick.
I mean, Mo Fodawaker really didn't really do anything for
But
him.
like, he's already said he's retiring this year. Like, he's gone. And this is the last game of the
One last
series.
ride.
Yeah, one last ride.
He's the
Billy
Undertaker,
Slater
baby.
is like, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. We won. Fuck it. We're going to drop our players. We're going to bring him in. We're not going to blood in a new front rower who maybe could help out the future of Queensland. No, we're going to bring in Papali'i. I used the analogy earlier today to a workmate. I said, it's like us bringing Aaron Woods back and saying, one last ride,
One
mate.
last.
You've ripped into him recently and it'll be fun if you come in.
But the thing is, Josh Papali'i was good at Origin. Aaron Woods wasn't.
Aaron Woods, mate, arguably one of the best front rowers we've ever seen.
Front rowers to run backwards.
Yeah. Look, I can't believe it. I seen another thing like posted in our group chat. What poor Horsburgh, imagine like going in into your Raiders meeting and they're going, okay, we've got a front row for Queensland lads. It's your retiring front row.
Big red.
Yeah, it's your retiring front row captain who's
fucking
yeah, one last song. Can't believe it. Other than that, same team as last game. And the bench the same as well, eh? They haven't done any changes. Same. And we haven't done any changes either, but we don't need to change. The ref needs to change. So he just needs to be better as a human being.
And I don't think he is changing.
The reserves, there is a bit of change. We got, Lindsay Smith, same as. Bradman Best is in there, which is nice to see. Although we have two centres, I'm sure if we get an injury to a back or a half back or like someone will have to come in because these two aren't going to be filling in, I don't think.
And I know Isaiah Katoa is in the squad, like he's in camp.
So he might get a chance. I seen your man Williams is also there, T. Wilton just helping out, I guess, defensively and that sort of stuff.
I'm also it would be funny, like touch wood, hope it doesn't happen. But say if a centre did go down, Bradman Best is definitely getting the nod ahead of Karaz, and it'll be funny. The game free specialist.
And then the Bulldogs gets put in the cuck chair again. Man.
Still gonna have to watch the game.
The cuck.
I reckon they just do it every year just to like fuck the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs are a bunch of cucks, is what we're learning here. Sorry, Bulldogs fans. For Queensland, you have Jermaine Hopgood getting another little bit of a sniff around the Queensland team.
It's a bit surprising. Like, obviously, having him around, it's not surprising. But his form hasn't been great. I think that's fair to say. I guess
you would have the bye this week because usually you pick players who have buys.
Yeah, I think we might. Yeah,
and then they also got Josh Kerr getting a bit of a run. Dragons legend.
Now Dolphins.
Mate, that's how short they are on front rows.
Yeah.
Like I like Josh Kerr.
Yeah.
But he's always only ever been a pretty good bench player. Like, they can make a difference when he comes on, but
like it's saying something that he started for us. Like
Look, I think Queensland's running scared. I don't know what else to say about that. The crazy decisions of Josh Papali'i and Shibasaki. Obviously, I am worried about that goatee.
I'm worried about making this bet of because they can't possibly beat us, so should I bet a goatee on?
Heard it here first.
Well, the thing is, I can't bet against anyone, so it would just be me going and saying
if Queensland lose.
Dan versus James in a goatee battle.
Fuck no. My beard is glorious at the moment.
Could you imagine that into a goatee though? Like shave on the sides and just leaves this like long goatee. That's hot.
It'd be like this.
Yeah. That's an actual goon. Beautiful stuff. That's the Origin teams wrapped up.
Code of the podcast.
We'll give our prediction of that next couple of weeks. So look forward to that next week.
Yeah, if we wait 2 weeks, it'll be over.
Yeah. Well, I think it's better if we do it after the game. Look like geniuses. Okay. Now, we go to the NRL week. We go to round 17. And, gentlemen, I ask you, as usual, who impressed you? And we'll get to who let us down a bit later. But, James, who impressed you this week?
Unfortunately, it's Penrith.
Reef.
Don't like saying this week in, week out recently, but come up against top of the table Bulldogs. Look, was it pretty? No, but they get the win. And all of a sudden, they're, sitting like 7th?
Yeah, they're in 7th at the moment.
Yeah. What a game, by the way. This was fucking...
The charge down from Cleary, the fucking got him into the lead.
Big game player. That's what you're going to see before he's going into Origin. That's so fucking shit. People worried about his injury? Nah, he's running to charge down fucking balls, score tries.
Although for the opposite, like I'm also sort of happy with this. The fact that Critter screwed up, because he's going to be fucking hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tried too hard, unfortunately. Like, sometimes you can try too hard, and he definitely did. He was also trying to, like, big dog McLean as well early in the game as well. Yeah, backfired a little bit as they didn't get the win, and that's a bit rough.
Yeah.
But look, as James said, it's scary to see Penrith back into that high on the 8.
The defense as well, like that's because all of their premierships have been backed up by their defense, and it's back.
Warriors now looking like they're gonna fucking drop out the 8. So I mean, drop out the 4. That
I think
gives
they
an
already
opening.
have. I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure? I don't know. Gives an opening though.
Yeah, Broncos and Penrith, I think, will be fighting for that spot.
Fighting for that spot.
Oh, no, they're 4th,
Yeah. Come on, Dan. Come on.
Sorry. I looked at the ladder earlier and I thought I'd seen someone else.
All right. Who impressed you, Dan?
It's pretty obvious.
It is.
The boys are
obvious.
back. The boys have won again. The Dragons.
Didn't they fucking only just beat a fucking Parramatta team that had no players?
We beat you by 14 points.
I'm impressed.
Our first half was impressive.
Yes, yeah.
I'm not going to say the whole game because we fell asleep the second half, like usual. Nearly let us back in. I nearly had a heart attack because that fucking game played with my heart. But yeah, our first half was fucking insane. Like, we were attacking so well. Like, I don't know. It was like we were Penrith out there. Like, we were attacking fucking crazy.
So what you're saying is King Kyle, 10-year contract, $1 million.
No, he still deserves to be shot into a brick wall.
Okay.
Because all he knows how to do is, let's run an X.
But he scored a try. So, like, that's got
He scored a try, but I did not celebrate it because it was King. It was fucking Kyle Flanagan.
Elevate his contract status up to $1 million player.
It was actually just genius by Dylan Brown to softly let him straight through.
It was smart.
One thing that annoyed me in the game, Zach Lomax was like, he was being like Stephen Crichton. I feel like he was trying way too hard.
At the end, that offload, the flick pass or whatever, that just...
Yeah. Look, it was a bit silly, but...
He was being a bit of a grub as well.
He was being the best player on the field, to be honest.
Look.
From your team, man. Calm down, man.
I'm not too impressed by a team beating Para without Moses. Dylan Brown comes back, arguably a worse team. So,
and another person that impressed me from the team was King Togia. Fuck, he had a good first half, honestly.
Also, actually, I'll give you impressed by the Dragons. He just went down to one bench player.
Yeah.
He wasn't too fucking fit himself.
That's probably why, like, we got fucked over in the second half because we were that gassed.
Yeah, it definitely didn't help.
And you had, like, Tui Pilotti pull out before the game as well.
4 minutes.
Yeah.
How about,
like, Nathan Lawson had 4 minutes to, like...
scores the first 2 tries of the game.
He would have been warmed up, but, like,
yeah,
he's got 4 minutes to prepare to, like, actually play.
As for your team, though, probably fucked with injuries now. So.
Yeah, look, Lockhart comes back in, Blake Laurie comes back in.
The people he dropped, Shane's going to be like, great game of reserve grade, guys, come back.
Well, not a great game of reserve grade because we fucking lost for the first time in 8 weeks.
Who he's playing?
You guys.
Oh, wow.
Look. But we had no Ilias, so...
I thought our reserve grade team would be starting to go shit, but it must be still going good.
All right.
For some reason, Ilias dropped out. I don't know why. And we lost.
Interesting. Very interesting.
The old Volkman comes back to bite you.
Yeah, that was shit.
Well,
anyway, that was who impressed me.
That's good. I was impressed by 2 players. One was the Hammer. 4 tries for the man. Yeah. Obviously, getting the fullback jersey for Queensland.
Game 100.
Game 100. He was on fire. And the Dolphins were also on fire. Oh, unfortunate for the old Rabbitohs. Rabbits in the bin. The other player who impressed me was in the Sharks game, and it's really impressive just what the modern second rower can do. Like, Eli Katoa out-leaped Will Kennedy not once, but twice to set up tries.
Him and Jeremiah Nanai are so good at fucking leaping for the ball.
So many more second rowers can do it now. Like, I think Raiders' second rower did it as well. Like, fucking just out-leap the fullback. It's just becoming every week. Obviously, they're training.
He scored a lot of Supercoach points. I didn't watch the game.
Yeah,
I'm not too sure.
Could have been.
But, I swear they must train it now. Like they must train the second rows
they
because
do.
they're all like 6 foot something.
Because
so
and
and
they're
have the ability.
naturally marked up against the half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're just like towering over players. Will Kennedy got made to look like a bitch out there. I'll get into who let me down soon. Don't worry, guys.
We're gonna be here for another half hour.
Yeah, Eli Katoa, and then like he threw a cutout ball. It ended up not being a try, but fuck, it was a bullet of a ball to Farlongo, so almost set him up for a try as well.
Yeah.
It was on fire. Impressive, very impressive. The modern second rower. And hopefully Sharks can get someone who can jump over people as a second rower. Neither of ours do it. Neither Teague or Nakora. Nakora I can allow because he's one of the best hole runners in the game. But Teague, start jumping. Okay, who let us down? James, who let you down?
Look, obviously Para weren't great in that first half. But we sort of talked about it a bit. Like I guess we can talk about the Adokar foot. I think it was out, so it doesn't really matter. I think there was other bad calls that we didn't get, but I was quite happy with that call. But the thing that I want to talk about is not what let me down, but what delivered exactly what you expected, and that's the Sunday night
Sunday special
Titans versus Cowboys game.
Was it
was
sling and poo?
It was the most Titans versus Cowboys game in existence. 24-30 to the Cowboys. I thought when there was pissing down rain, I'm like, it might imagine if this is a gritty game or something. Nope. 54 points scored. Back and forth. You didn't know who was going to win up until the last play.
Supposedly Vossi was even like cracking jokes, like it was forward passing to forward, like no halfback was touching the ball.
Yeah. So there was a last tackle for the Titans where it goes to Campbell Gillard. He fakes a kick, throws a dummy, then offloads. It gets to Chris Randall on the right-hand side. He dances around a bit, throws it back in, and then gets to Tino. Yeah. And he puts the kick in, and Drinkwater drops it.
Jesus.
That wraps up the game there. Yeah. Good to see the Cowboys winning again with Clifford in the team.
Yeah.
Todd Payton.
What about his win percentages for the year? Because it would be quite high.
Dan, mate, who let you down?
Look, I'm quite happy with all the games this week, and nothing really let me down. Well, do I say the Tigers just to bash on them because they're shit? But that never lets me down because they're shit. So, probably my inability to watch football because I was streaming a lot.
Dan let us down this week. Let us down. Be better.
Talking about things that are exactly as advertised, Dan not watching the footy.
For more insightful knowledge on the rugby league, other than Dragons games, come to these guys.
Look, I promise to watch more football this weekend.
Okay, beautiful.
While we're at the Sherwood.
Why don't you stream watching it? Just
nah. You get in trouble for that shit.
Yeah. My team that let me down happens to be a team from the Shire.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Fitzy had a nice talk to him during the week. Crisis meeting, crisis time.
I thought it was honesty talks.
Honesty talk, crisis, both, same. And look, for all of 65 minutes in this game, we looked like we're in it. We thought, I thought there could be something here. He listened to the podcast last week as well. Dropped Atkinson, had a forward bench, which went toe to toe with him. There was some calls I was pretty fucking pissed off with. Like in the first half, I think it was the first 10 minutes. I think we got 7 set restarts and into a penalty on their line, and not one sin bin. I was like, this is getting a bit much.
That should have been penalty after at least 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And then fucking sin bin after
and
another
then
2.
From that, we end up giving them the try. Like we had that much ball on their line. Nico goes to fucking bat it on, and then it goes into Farlongo's hands. They score a try. That was fun.
Is that when he pulled his hammy?
No,
that was way later. But we get into that later. So it was 10-6. Like we end up clawing it back. Schindel gets a nice try for Nico Bomb. the half complete, 65 minutes in. Then shit just starts hitting the fucking fan. Katoa, as I said, made Kennedy look like his bitch, jumping over him twice. At one stage, there was a chance that we could claw the game back, and we kick it. It bounces, hits the goal post. This was a downfield kick, hits the goal post, bounces back. Talakai is there. All he has to do is grab that ball and put that fucking ball over the line, drops it. And it's just like, I think that was when it was still 10-6 as well. It was like, okay, that's where the game as well just fucking folded into Katoa making Kennedy look like his bitch. As soon as we got down, like, I think it was 3 tries, the boys let their heads down, and then it led to a 30-6 pumping. The game didn't deserve a 30-6 pumping, but we got one, and everyone was expecting it. Going to Melbourne in the daytime, it was supposed to happen, but
beating Melbourne in Melbourne isn't for everyone.
It isn't for everyone. It isn't for everyone. We did
for
last
the Dragons.
Year. We beat them at our home ground this year, but as I said to AJ. 1-1, we'll verse you at the grand final. So see you soon.
You got to make the 8.
Yeah. Well, look, we have slid out the 8 at the moment. We're I think 10th spot, but we got 2 buys to come.
May as well be the same place as Parramatta.
2 buys to come. Not
And
many
Dragons.
teams have 2 buys still, so that's 4 points there. We still have to verse the measly Titans as well. That's 6 points right there.
Dragons have to go 10 rounds without a bye now.
Yeah.
We've used all our buys.
Exactly. A lot of teams have.
This might be Parramatta's last one. I'm not sure.
So if you were to factor, if we were the same as the Dragons, we'd be an extra 4-point higher than what we are at the moment. It's all I'm saying. Instead, we have to go to Brisbane, go to Melbourne, verse Melbourne. Like, some teams will be lucky and get to verse Melbourne without their fucking origin players. Gotta go in the daytime versus the best of the best.
In the middle of the origin games.
Fuck you, PVL, giving us a hard draw this year. But look, they let me down.
We've had an easy draw for the last 3
I know.
years.
It had to happen soon, and because everyone ripped into us about it, it happened this year, and it's tough. But we'll bounce back. We'll get into that 8. Don't you worry. I don't know if we'll do much in it, but we'll be there. We'll be there. Okay. Now there's a couple of signing news going on that we'll get into now. Club legend Jack DeBellin could have been a one clubber, longest serving clubber. He's going to Para. He's going to Para. A little bit of rivalry going on here. The game happened, and then you just go, "What? We're just gonna steal your player."
So I seen a video of JC Batar, the guy that's been blocked on Instagram by the Dragons. He ran into they were doing the lap of honor, and he ran into Jack DeBellin after the game, and he actually made him cry because he's leaving the club.
Yeah,
like that shows you how much he doesn't want to leave, but the Dragons just don't want to sign him.
Yeah,
that hurts.
I think he's too young for you guys. Shane Flanagan looking more to an older forward. Someone past their prime. Josh Papali coming over.
34
soon.
is too old. That's why we didn't sign Cobbo, because he was too young.
Yeah, too young. James, how do you feel about the signing?
I'm a bit baffled.
Yeah,
it's not that he's not playing all right footy, but he is a bit slow. He does get caught being a bit tight around the ruck at times, and I feel like we've been getting rid of everyone like that, so it doesn't make much sense for us to be getting him, especially so it's 1 year and then another year in our favour. But so if that all goes along, wouldn't he'll be fucking like 37 by the end?
Yeah.
Look, it riles your trust, but at the same time, what is Riles thinking?
It's baffling.
Yeah.
I know we would have got him cheap, which that's obviously the main reason why, and hopefully you can get a good year out of him. But yeah, interesting signing nonetheless. Speaking of more para signings, like Riles are just on a fucking spending spree at the moment. What was going to happen? And I reckon if they didn't have so many injuries, we may have even got DeBellin early, but I doubt it now.
Yeah. Effective immediately. TDS, Talon de Silva.
The eyebrows.
The best eyebrows in the game.
Thickest eyebrows.
Strong eyebrows, that man. He's over to Para. He's coming for 4.5 years because he's effective immediately.
Yeah, end of 29.
End of
That's pretty good.
29. 600K rumoured a year.
Him off the bench or Riley Smith to start?
You have to learn the systems
Well,
first.
I
but
think
you'd
Riley
he's
Smith. I don't think he did. He only get 1 week. I think he got more
Yeah,
than one.
he got. I thought he only got one.
concussion, I believe. Oh,
No,
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 was
he-
it? Oh, it was
He
suspension.
pushed
Yeah,
the ref,
he-
wasn't it?
Oh, that's
No.
Oh.
Jeez, you're getting all your Parramatta suspensions mixed up. That was
Yeah.
Dylan Brown the other week.
You guys push refs all the time, so it's fine.
We had 2 dangerous tackle suspensions last
He
week.
might be out for a
Oh,
couple
then you got
weeks,
another dangerous tackle suspension this week.
Oh, who was the one this week?
Kelmer.
Oh,
Kelmer,
Crush.
no.
Oh, the crush.
Yeah.
That
Dangerous tackle
Yeah.
crusher, same shit.
Kelmer, no. James is so
Uh,
devastated. He's been crying.
he
ever
actually had
since.
one of his best games.
Yeah, he actually fucking scored a try as
He,
well.
he got me money.
He's-
I had
yeah.
him for
Yeah.
anytime
I
try
couldn't
scorer.
believe how much he was paying anytime.
$5.60.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Good odds. Talon De Silva, big signing.
Yeah.
Tigers, unfortunately, just losing all their young players at the moment.
Look, if you're a Tigers fan, you're hoping to hear news about Appy re-signing soon
Yeah.
because the fact that this has happened and
And he hasn't signed
early,
yet. He hasn't
Yeah.
signed yet.
yeah,
Is worrying. It also comes at a shit time for them as Appy is injured.
Yeah.
So what's his name? That
Tristan Hope.
Yeah, they've got hope.
Yeah, well, they've got hope at the moment.
That's all they fucking got.
Yeah, fuck, hope for a spoon. Like, it's tough. It's tough times. The bloke hadn't played NRL this year, and now he's a starting dummy.
He's literally the same age as me and you.
Yeah. As for Talon, though, I think that's a promising sign. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully for the Parramatta Eels. Like,
Yeah.
you think,
600's a fair bit
yeah.
though.
If he,
Yeah.
that's the thing, he's got to live up to his hype.
Yeah.
This 600's on promise. It's
Yeah.
Give him a couple weeks.
he
Get
really
him.
hasn't played like any full games.
No,
Yeah.
it sounds like too much. We're like I haven't seen any numbers go around. Where'd you see that?
I've got like
You've got your
ears to the ground there, you know. I got my sources.
yeah. Because it
Barbecue
just says,
smarter.
it just says a lot. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
look, I think Riley Smith was a possible future player. He obviously was a bit rough around the edges. Talon's also got his things that he needs to work on as well, though.
Yeah.
But look, it's a positive move. It's a aggressive move, and at the end of the day, at least it's one of our spine positions locked down for 4.5 years. So
Yeah.
Yeah. And like you can get Galvin, but you get the second best. You know, just everyone just poach from the Tigers.
and like Riley Smith, especially with the energy and stuff he brings, could play a very good 20 to 30-minute role.
Yeah.
that or he's off to somewhere else. But
Yeah, he could be, but like for the rest of this year,
Yeah.
Nah, I think the rotation of those two will be very good this year.
because they both like we haven't got to see it much because Riley's had to play a lot of minutes, but they both running hookers that like to attack. So
And Riley Smith's kick pressures unmatched.
Yeah.
Unmatched.
mate, you
Give him.
you
Like,
miss
less
it when
minutes
he's
as
not
well.
there. Like
Yeah.
I was just watching the Dragons kick the ball, and I'm like, why is no one in his face?
Yeah.
Yeah, like King Togia had his best game of fucking kicking.
yeah.
And fucking he's just
all the time in the world. Okay, another signing. There's all of this is just signing after signing. Effective immediately. Jake Arthur is off to Newey, off to the Castle.
yeah.
They've got Matt Arthur. They've got Jake Arthur. They've got Dylan Brown coming, who is partnered to guess who?
Yeah.
Brad Arthur's daughter.
Well,
So Brad off the next coach of Newcastle.
No, all
Look,
things are leading to Rome.
He is apparently very close friends with O'Brien.
yeah.
But he's gonna stab him in the back. Ship him up, man.
All things lead to Rome, and usually that happens.
Is this 2.0 of all things leading to Rome?
Rome wasn't built in a day, and they're slowly accumulating just more Arthurs. So,
Next thing you know, another fucking Arthur kid is gonna
Yeah.
come out of the woodwork and be like, "Yep, we're signing him.
yeah.
He's not my son though. Yep, we're signing him."
We're signing him anyway.
Oh, quick little tidbit about the Arthurs. So I crashed at Matty C's house after the golf day Friday night. And the TV was left on while I was asleep on the lounge. And I wake up like bad dream to the sound of Brad Arthur as the Super League was starting. And it was
2022.
Rhinos were playing. I'm like, oh, where am I?
I need to go home.
2022 grand final. Oh my god. There he is. Yeah, I don't know. Is there more to read into it? Maybe. You be the judge of that. Okay, another signing, guys.
Woo!
This is the last one, though. We have Sel and Cobo to the Dolphins for 1 year. Eye emoji. 1 year is a bit interesting. Do we think maybe a Perth relocation for Selwyn?
I think so.
I think so. You think
Are you saying all roads lead to Rome?
Selwyn Cobo are still a young gun. I think obviously there's been talks about his training, that sort of stuff, but sometimes those kind of chats happen when the club don't want you anymore.
Yeah, they want to look good to get rid of you.
And like if it is true that he's going to go to Perth after his 1 year at Dolphins, he is a good player to build a team around.
100%.
Like he is a young fullback or winger.
Or winger.
Wherever they want to play him.
It could.
Fantastic.
Well, I think whenever he's got an opportunity at fullback, he's looked good.
Yeah.
He's been good. So
Could be just like the Dolphins' move of getting Hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where does he go into the back line, though?
Oh, at the Dolphins.
Yeah, who fucking drops it?
They just lost Bostock for the year.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, he'll play outside Herbie. That's fucking deadly combo.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Just ask Broncos that fucking took him to a grand final.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
Herbie and Cobo back together.
I think he's obviously probably off the pen. Like, if you're that young and you're getting a 1 year contract, there's got to be a reason to it.
Yeah.
Usually you try to sign about 3 or 4 years. So, yeah.
Unless fucking Dolphins just didn't have the money to sign him.
Maybe, but you think they make it. You think they make it if he's
like they haven't really got much, like very many like big name players on
their
that
forward
much money.
quite light, I'd say, with the money spending. So who knows?
And their halfback's fucking young as shit, so he wouldn't be on that much.
He's got to be on $1 million soon, surely.
He's got to be upgraded though. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the signings done. But one more thing for the NRL talk, and it's the Beanies for Brain Cancer round has happened and raised $60K. So good stuff, guys. You guys buy a beanie? Yeah.
I wanted to, but I just didn't have the money to. So.
Yeah. It's on my list. It's on my list. But it's great stuff. Hoping they can raise more next year. And
I did buy a Beanies for Brain Cancer. Well, it's Mark Hughes Foundation.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Mark Hughes, yeah.
I bought one a couple of years back, and it was a good beanie. So
good beanies.
I might chip in and buy another one this year.
They're at Lowe's, I think, or IGAs as well. So go around and have a look, and you probably
I
still
think
buy
you
them.
can just buy one online.
You can probably buy them online as well. This is why you pay the big bucks. That's all for NRL though. Anything else? Is any tidbits? No?
Well, this round was the round of father and son. Well, sons scoring in front of their fathers because you had Cleary scored in front of his father. Jet Stewart scored in front of his father, and then fucking wanker Kyle Flanagan scored in front of his father. So
I got another fun bit of information. I'm not sure if it was the first time, but it's one of the very few times that two teams played each other that had three brothers.
3 brothers.
Tigers versus the Manly, the Trebojeviches versus the Finers.
Yeah.
Speaking
Could have been 4. Could have been 4 Finers. One's in jail.
It could have been 4 Trebojeviches, but he just didn't take up NRL.
It could have been the May brothers, but one's over in fucking England.
Well, great tidbits there, guys. Good adds to the podcast there. Okay, now we go to the eye catchers. And we'll go to Dan first because I think it bounces back onto what you're just talking about.
So I was just gonna throw that in. Speaking of Ricky and Jed Stewart, so Ricky Stewart scored his first try in the NRL. Well, not in the NRL, but in rugby league in round 16, and then last week Jed made his debut and scored on debut in round 16. So I just thought that was a bit of a freaky thing that both father and son scored their first try in rugby league for Canberra as well, for the same team in round 16.
In round 16. That's crazy stuff. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. It caught your eye. And I'm not going to take it away from you. James, mate, what caught your eye this week?
Look, bit of WWE.
WWE.
Look, do I watch a lot? No. Do I absorb it all through TikTok? Yes. And I think one of my only other eye catchers for WWE throughout the year had been when John Cena turned heel.
Oh, yeah.
And we made a TikTok, Instagram reel of sorts, with the music, Thugonomics.
Basic Thugonomics.
Basic Thugonomics from John Cena. Because at the time, that was the meme. The joke was he was going to go back to this old song and be a heel. He didn't do that, but he's been a heel. It's been quite successful. He recently had a match against CM Punk, and the SmackDown before it, CM Punk comes out dressed as early 2000s John Cena.
After Thugonomics.
Punkonomics. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
You just know that.
The look on Cena's face when I seen it, I was like, that's fucking gold.
Trying not to crack up, probably. That's great, honestly. Picture on screen for you guys. It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
The fact that he went like the whole 9 yards and dressed up with him as well, that was great.
I think they even said like punk life or something. I don't know, it was like drug free or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's the closest we'll get to Cena going back to fucking So we'll take it. Speaking of that, the Saudi Arabia. It's a bit weird seeing all the women dressed in full.
Because like obviously over there, like women aren't allowed to show anything, so they have to cover up. And I just wanted to see Rhea Ripley, but
why'd you even go?
What's the point? What's the point? What's the point?
Why would you even watch if you can't see Rhea Ripley in like fucking her normal clothes that she wears?
True. Okay, we move on to my eye catcher now, gentlemen, and this is great. This is big in the sporting news. I don't know who actually would have tuned in, but Jake Paul beats another 39-year-old man. He gets the win by unanimous decision. All accounts, I didn't watch any of highlights, any of the fight at all, but it came across was great. He won pretty much all rounds.
I did not know it was on.
Yeah.
Could not care less.
It was on the same day as the UFC, so I know what I was watching.
Yeah.
Sharks losing.
I seen something about the fight, and it's Jake Paul's gonna sue anyone that calls his fights rigged.
Yeah.
So Jake Paul, come at me. Your fights are rigged, cunt.
Well, a lot of people. I was reading comments as well, like under the post again, because I didn't watch it. I just wanted to like get a little bit of knowledge on it. And people were thinking again it was rigged purely because old mate Chavez Jr. did not really throw any punches throughout like the whole period of the fight, other than like the first round and the last couple rounds, which is worrying.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he was gassed. Maybe there's a bit of rig. I don't know.
Just a little bit of rig.
Maybe paper bags under the table.
Maybe the 39-year-old man didn't care about his record anymore. Like he has had losses already, so like it doesn't really matter. What's another loss for like a couple mil?
Yeah.
I don't know. Jake Paul gets another win. I think he moves into the top 15 in the cruiserweight division.
That's
so
ridiculous.
How the fuck does that work?
His
Like,
record's like 11 and
no one?
like
Yeah, but how do you beat no one in the top 15?
I don't think he's beat a cruiserweight.
Yeah.
In
I
general.
don't think he's beat anyone relevant.
The only
just making
person he fought
boxing
his
so bad.
age he lost to it was Fury.
Yeah, Tommy Fury.
Which is hilarious.
Pretty much the only like actual boxer.
Yeah.
Like,
current
boxer.
Current boxer. So, that guy, he can now legally fight a champion, and I'm sure there will be someone who takes up the
and
offer.
I'm hoping he gets swacked.
I hope he gets put to the fucking lights out. So,
Someone offer tie.
Yeah, please offer tie. Do it for a show. That's the eye catcher's done though. Jake
That's
Paul.
beautiful.
Wow.
What did Jai Opatai say when he was asked about it? I think he said that he would literally kill him. Something like that. Don't quote me on that, but quote me on that.
Yeah, I would say he would as well. Okay. Now, the best part of the podcast brought to us by you. It's the listener questions. We got a couple, so let's do it. Maddie C asks, when is Lucas coming back as a regular podcast member? Great question.
And here's Lucas to answer it.
We're glad you're here. Look,
Thank God you're here.
recently he's been throwing out the old horse racing. So maybe he's got the itch coming back to him.
Maybe he's got the inkling that he wants to come back.
Obviously, having a newborn, it's been it's a lot of work to do. So
Yeah.
we're not rushing him back. Whenever he wants to come back, feel free, Lucas.
Yeah.
But
We're definitely not Russian. We're Australian, mate.
fucking. That's good. That's good. But yeah, no definite time frame on when he's coming back. You'd have to ask him. But yeah, we're not going to rush him. Okay, because we're Australian. I came up with that joke myself.
Oh, that was such a good joke.
Thank you. Okay, next one's from Kyle, and he asks, one thing no one knows about you.
That I actually am Russian.
He's fucking Russian. Oh, man, we have fun. Okay. You got anything actually that no one knows about you, Dan?
Fuck. All right.
Smoke meth on the regular.
Yeah, actually deal cocaine. Ben, cut that out. Fuck. One thing no one knows about me. Yeah, I got nothing, eh? I honestly can't think.
We'll come back. James, one thing no one knows about you.
I had to sort of rack my brain around it for a bit, and it's something that I forget about sometimes as well. As a young kid, I did have a bit of a speech impediment.
Speech?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, so I had to go to some speech therapy lessons. I can't tell you how long it was for, but it was for a bit. And yeah, I like to think now you can't tell. Tell.
Sometimes it comes out.
Yeah, it does every now and then.
Yeah.
Oh, that one got a better laugh than the first one I did.
I thought it was just normal.
But yeah, I don't think many people know that about me.
Okay, good stuff. Dan, mate, anything come to mind?
Nah, I've got nothing, eh?
Wait. No, what's your weight? Bang.
No, I've got nothing, eh?
Nothing.
I pretty much don't keep any secrets, eh?
No secrets from Dan. For me, I know. I also like this is a hard question, Kyle. You ask the hard questions, but I really like it. I was thinking like only thing that came to my mind was I was gonna say like I watch a lot of like chick shows and chick movies and stuff, like something people don't know about me. What did I watch? I watched Wicked fucking the other day. Like, come on, man. Other than that, I was going to go like, because when James talked about his youth, I'm like, something that came to my brain. Year 6 chess champion. Now I do toot my own horn. I bring it out a bit, but like the podcast might not know that I was pretty good at chess back in the day. So yeah, that's probably something.
Actually, I just thought about something.
Okay,
when you mentioned you watched like stuff, I used to watch like ASMR to fall asleep. Like just listen to ASMR to fall asleep. Not like that type of shit. Just
yeah, you had Amaranth flick your ear.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, that's what I used to beat my mate to, man.
Well, I didn't know that one.
Yeah, but I've actually stopped that now. I just can't listen to it anymore.
Yeah, that's
that was a weird part of my life, honestly. Now I just watch.
Hey, Dad. You're editing right now. Don't go to sleep.
I just watch random YouTube videos to fall asleep.
Yeah, well, now you brought that up. I listen to rain sounds to go to sleep. I guess that's something again. You don't know until you know.
I jerk off to go to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm a man's man. And then I just
don't sleep.
And then I just don't clean up.
Okay. Next.
Oh, we're Russian.
I'm Australian.
All right. Now we go to speak pipes.
Oh, fuck.
We had so much fun there. Now we go to speak pipes for some more fun. We got a gavel. So, buckle in, lads.
Oh, Jesus.
Buckle in. First one we have from Rang.
Morning, lads. You all had a good weekend?
That's
right.
No, a few of us looks like had a big weekend. I know I was out pretty late Saturday for her mate's birthday.
Mm.
James was recruiting OzTag players at 2:30 in the morning. I'm not here if that's not around someone's back table after having about 200 beers. And Aiden Earl also had a pretty big weekend. Friday, he went to a wedding. My missus went and picked him and Darcy up. And he proceeded to vomit all down the side of her car and then was in the shower in the fetal position for about 3.5 hours. So probably a few sore heads all round.
Oh wow, that's beautiful stuff.
So, who are we trying to recruit at 2:30 in the morning?
I don't know.
James gets drunk. He does get drunk, and look, he forgets stuff. I would love to know. Let us know.
Let us know, Rang.
Yeah, I
DM,
can look
DM.
through the messages, but I don't want it.
Yeah. I know. On the golf day, because again, everyone got pretty drunk. Everyone got hungover. We're talking to Jimmy and Brad about joining. There's a lot of names getting thrown out, and once you get drunk, you just stop.
Yeah.
You want to play OzTag?
Hey, you're 12. Want to play OzTag?
No. But yeah.
And they have to be 16.
Next one, it's from Dogs.
What do we do this time?
Get your dogs out.
Get your dogs out.
Dogs had a pretty good game against Penrith.
Until they didn't.
Not the ideal outcome, going down by 2 points, but pretty happy to keep a team with Nathan Cleary as the halfback. The only try they scored was off a charge down. So I only saw the second half of the game. I was busy and didn't get home for the first half, but that was a high quality game. I think it shows that Penrith are definitely back. There's no question about that. They've sorted out their shit. But I was also very happy as a Dogs fan. It shows that we're not just flat track bullies like a lot of people on this podcast have been saying.
Who the fuck said that?
And we can hang it with
Crazy.
top tier teams. So a bit of work to keep going. They need to work out what they're doing with Galvin though. And I know he copped a bit of shit online after the game, but I actually think after about 10 minutes of him being on the field, he started playing really well. It took him a little while to get going, but that's to be expected. You're a half and you're coming off the bench. It's not normal. I think they just need to pull the trigger and either say, all right, you're our halfback, or they leave Sexton there, and if you have him on the bench, he comes on in like a ball-playing lock roll or something like that for like a 30-minute stint in the middle of the game. I don't think you can switch your halfback mid-game.
Nah, and the one try they did score this week was from a Sexton inside ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, it was a high quality game.
You gone from Sexton to Galvin, and then they're two completely different ball playing halves. Two people have different mindsets of games. It's just
And then you're moving Sexton to hooker,
yeah.
So you don't have a specialist hooker in anymore. So the ball the halves are getting isn't as good anymore.
Yeah, I feel like they're kind of in the boat of similar to what Cronulla was doing with Atkinson on the bench. It just cuts yourself out of forward, and it just doesn't do much for your team. Again, you're just shooting yourself in the foot by switching your halfback out at halfway through a
Especially in this
game.
Bulldogs team where they've got Hayward, they've got Mann, they
have a ball playing lock in both of those players. Now we're gonna have three. You're shooting yourselves in the foot. And it showed against the Penrith team. I can see where the hate came from. But Penrith definitely back. That game up there as almost game of the year. So unlucky for the Doggies, but look, the jury's still out on flat track bullying. Also, speaking about jury, I know I talked about I was doing jury duty. Didn't get it, guys. So, damn it, I don't get to talk about a criminal.
In 6 months' time.
6 months' time, we won't get another chance, but who knows? Next one from Massages. Oh, he's been getting
And had a bit of an interesting week at work this week. For those of you who don't know, I'm a town planning consultant, so help people get stuff approved through council, and got a phone call from this Asian lady. Could hardly understand her, so I was like, yeah. She's like, I need help. Council, send me letter. I need DA to approve. I was like, all right, well, send me an email with the letter they sent you and the address and stuff like that, and I'll have a look at it and let you know. So she sends this letter. Council's letter says that they are aware that the Magic Touch massage in Rockdale is operating without approval and offering sexual services, which is quite illegal. So, yeah, unfortunately couldn't really help her there, but if anyone wants a rub and tug, Magic Touch Massage Rockdale is the place to be, apparently. It's located on top of a petrol station. There's no signage, so pretty much exactly what you're thinking is what you're going to get there.
Well, that's not an ad, but like it's an ad right there.
Yeah, that's an ad.
So we're going right now?
Yeah, I mean, not too far away. A petrol station. I actually need petrol, so let's get them all in one. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Imagine
Someone
that.
can pump your gas while you're pumping.
What? Oh, God. Pause. Well, good stuff. Can't believe it. Honestly,
Can't believe it.
I wish I had that come across my desk. You know?
I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say it.
Oh man. Man.
We have fun here.
We have fun. Okay. Next one. New South Wales Boys Club. The Boys Club.
Hey boys, it's been a while since I sent in a speak pipe, but I've just got a quick question for you guys.
Crazy.
Now, what in God's green earth has Stefano done to warrant selection in Game 3? He was barely cited in the Melbourne game against Cronulla, and Melbourne won, which is fair. And then in Game 2, he was just so fucking average. Like, it's not even that I'm a salty Tigers fan, because I want Keon in there. Like, I know Terrell May's cards are marked and everything. But, like, God damn it, I reckon Tyson Frizzell playing prop would be better than that useless prick. Like, surely Craig Bellamy's just, like, used it as a thing. Come to Melbourne and I will guarantee you that you will play Origin. He's just so ordinary. I can't get my head around it. Keen to hear your boys' thoughts. Like, even Junior Paulo would be better, I think. Anyway, yeah, frustrating.
I mean, I put it for out there. Well, Aaron Woods, bring him back.
You know what Stefano did? He took Laurie Daly and Craig Bellamy to Magic Touch and massage in Rockdale.
Above the petrol station.
Above the petrol station. And he got him some massages.
Look, I get what you mean, Matt. Keon did have a bad game this week, but like, I've never walked away from a Stefano game going, wow.
Yeah, wow.
He was the difference today.
Yeah, there's only like a couple of times where he has like a try where he like crashes. I'd be like, oh, that was pretty.
Oh,
good.
I forgot that you're meant to be good. But
I forgot that you play rugby league.
No, he doesn't have a run where you go, oh wow, he's just the best forward on the field. Like,
yeah.
He doesn't have that Payne Haas runs.
It doesn't have anyone runs.
Yeah,
he doesn't have that Blake Laurie run.
How many minutes did he play? And he got like 25 meters or something in Origin. Like
he brought up Junior. Junior is like unironically playing better than Stefano.
Yeah.
And he would definitely make more meters.
Yeah, like Jack Williams. Like he's been brought in the extended squad, but he's been playing better football. I pick a front rower from most teams in the comp, and they've been playing better.
I reckon
football.
a 10-year-old down the road's fucking playing better football than Stefano.
Like,
It's a lot. Well, it's not alarming. It's just, look, we pick and stick in New South Wales. That's our saying.
We're back to Laurie Daly days. That's what's happening.
We've been saying it. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, we have faith in our team, and we believe we win.
Yep.
But maybe next year he might get the fling. I don't know.
6-1, fuck off.
6-1, fuck off.
Oh no, it's 6-2 because the Queensland girls won one.
Yeah.
One game. 5-2. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Next one from Punting Pussy. PP.
Well, this
G'day,
Lucas.
boys. The
I
punting
dare say.
pussy here because I'm a bit of a pussy and I'll explain why.
Punting Pussy.
Look, guys, horse racing over the weekend, not a whole lot happening. I just thought I'd tell you one of my horror stories from the Group 1. I only had a couple of bets on the weekend because I was at the movies seeing the new F1 movie, which I recommend. It was very good. Now, one of my bets was a 2-year-old in the first race at Caulfield, Oyster Lane. A lot of money had come for it late, and I was feeling pretty confident. Got up on the fence and was leading by about 2 lengths with about 100 to go. But then the favourite that was last on the turn started getting the gaps, and I was thinking, oh, God, no, please no. Of course, I got nabbed on the line with my best bet, but that's okay. On to the most upsetting part of the weekend for me, punting-wise. In the last Group 1 of the season, the Tats Tiara. All week, I was going, I like Tashi. Had a good few lead-up runs. I like Tashi. I'll back Tashi. Right before it jumps, I decided, I'm going to jump off Tashi and jump on something else a bit rougher. Well, who wins by 2 lengths? It's Tashi. I was tossing up whether to put Tashi as my best bet. I didn't. We see what happens. Lucas, go with your gut. Boys, racing season's over. Starts again soon. We go again.
Go again. The punting pussy. Yeah.
Lucas, there's a great saying, mate. Bet with your head, not over it, mate.
Yeah. Should have went with the gut. Should have went with the gut. Sometimes Dan does the same thing. He picks a winning horse and then it doesn't go with his gut, goes with his head and wants to pick Dragons 1-12.
But I'm not a punting pussy. I'm a punting mega mind. So
punting pussies. We're all punting pussies this week. None of us got to win other than my pokies. Okay. Last but not least, it's from Truth Speaker.
Oh,
just one more, guys. Just going to keep it short and sweet tonight. The Tigers are rubbish. Thoughts, opinions, fault the club.
What's opinions? Yeah, fault the club.
I couldn't have said it any better myself,
FCC.
honestly.
You can't move to Perth anymore, unfortunately.
Maybe move to
Papua New Guinea.
Yeah, they haven't named their team yet.
Yeah. Maybe Adelaide.
Radelaide.
Darwin, even.
It's tough. You guys
have been better.
Yeah, you started the season crush shot, and then it happens every year where it's just mid-season, just something will happen that'll just throw a spanner in the works and just fuck your club.
Lachlan Galvin leaving, Talon De Silva leaving.
And the Lachlan Galvin started 4 or 5 months ago, so it hasn't been just fucking lingering on. It just really fucks your team for the season, and then now it's just piling on with injuries and Origin, Luai, that sort of stuff. It just means you have so many games that you're going to lose, and which will put you back down the bottom there.
I think they're in 14th or 13th at the moment. So
I have been told they'll verse the Titans at the end of the year. And we're looking like Spoon Bowl V2. I don't know if
is it at Campbelltown?
I really hope it is. Can we get that information? Because if it is, I'm bringing my spoons again. And I'm fucking clanging spoons the whole time.
Oh, that was great.
They get to verse each other twice. So there could be 2 fights.
Seabus.
Oh,
well.
We're going up to the Gold Coast, boys.
We're going to Goldie with some spoons. Get the couch. We'll start a GoFundMe. Get the couch commentators Goldie. Anything else to talk about the Tigers, James?
I was talking to Matt. It fucking sucks when your team sucks.
Yeah.
It can ruin your weekend. Then you got to fucking go for it. All your podcasts, including us, are harder to listen to when your team's getting bagged out.
Yeah. All I could say is there's other clubs such as mine where we're not doing that bad. We're a couple points out the 8. Of course, we've lost a couple recent games, but we've been versus the top teams at the moment. But you can always be worse, and a lot of clubs don't realize that when they're in the comment section bashing their team, bashing players, you could be last place. Instead, we're still fighting for the 8. We're still fighting to put season back together.
You could be like Para Dragons or Tigers for the last fucking 3 years.
Almost losing every game. You're another week, another week.
rough.
So I've been there before, and I know how you guys are feeling. Is all I'm saying. And
That's rough.
but at the moment, I'm also in those worries. just spiraling down.
Look, the Dragons are only one spot behind you. So
Yeah, it's close. It's close. But
we're equal age. Let's just say that.
Parramatta could win the cup.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Speak pipe's done. UFC time, gentlemen. I'll speed through it a bit, but a couple fights I did want to just bring up in the not prelim, but the main card. There was a flyweight fight that I'm thinking it'll go down in history as one of the best flyweight fights I've ever seen. Brandon Royval, shout out fellow Brandon, losing to Joshua Van. It was just a slugfest. No fighter wanted to go to the ground at all. They just went toe to toe, back and forth. Brandon Royval, the number one contender. Joshua Van, like I think he's 11th ranked contender, getting a shot because Manel Cape pulled out injured, and this Van can fucking throw, and just he was definitely the bigger shots out of the two, and then dropped him in the third round, which probably led the fight more to him. Where Royval, he just puts out that much volume. It was such an even fight until that drop. Even after round 3, like after the fight kind of finishes, Royval just yells out "fuck!" Like you can tell he lost he knew he lost the fight from that. But for Van, puts him up in the title contention. Like he'll be fighting. The next fight I wanted to talk about, Alexandra Pantoja, arguably going down as one of the best flyweights ever, getting up to, I think, as much title defenses as Demetrius Johnson. Just putting on a clinic against Kai Kara France and winning by submission.
Winning by however the fuck he wanted.
Yeah, how he wants. Like he is that good. Everyone always goes, "Oh, he should go up and try and conquer another division," that sort of stuff. But he says, "No, I just want to." There's so many fights that he reckons there is. Like even Joshua Van now, that Cup Manil or whatever his name, Cape Cup.
Yeah,
he's also a guy who's talks that he could be another one. But Pantoja just can't lose at the moment, and it's
unfortunate to see Kai Kara France lose.
Yeah, I really wanted to see him get the title, but
yeah,
Pantoja's just that good, honestly. Other fights that we could bring up: Benil Dariush beats Renato Moicano, my money man Moicano. he robbed us of a Moicano after a post-fight speech. Like that's what I'm most disappointed about. But Moicano dropped Dariush in the first round, and then from that, Dariush just took him to the ground the next 2 rounds and gassed the fuck out of Moicano, not being able to throw any punches at all. Then we just go to the main event, the lightweight title on the line as Islam vacated, and we had one of the best in the division, Charles Oliveira, coming up against the new dog on the ranks, Ilia Topuria, also vacating his title, moving up to lightweight. And wow, this guy is going to have to change his name from the Matador to the Legend Killer, because another 3 in a row, he sleeps another one. Charles Oliveira not even getting out of the first round. Just
what a fucking knockout it was as well.
They went to the ground for a little bit of the fight, but
it gets forgotten because of how strong his hands are. But Tapiri's dangerous on the ground.
Yeah, he was able to Oliveira's trying stuff like leg locks, that sort of, able to get up and then just wait for him to get up off the ground.
Yeah.
I'm not going back down into your fucking domain. I can get out of your submissions, but I'm not going to keep fighting you down there. Gets him up and just, fucking boom, 1-2.
Yeah.
Out like a lot.
I did say after the fight that they embraced, and Charles looked pretty fucking devastated. It looked like he pretty much had tears in his eyes.
That's probably his last title shot, you'd think, unfortunately. Hats off to him. He's been a champion, so not many people get to say that. Topuria, wow, fuck, he's the real deal.
Someone his size, these hands are just so deadly.
He's like the Powhatan of short kings.
Mate, the height difference in this fight was something shocking.
Throughout his career, obviously, he has had that many knockouts, but when he did it to Volk, everyone's thinking, it's Volk, he's coming off Islam knockout. It's just weak chin, that sort of stuff.
But no, like it was
then
actually.
he does it to Holloway.
Yeah.
Then he does it to Charles. Like
It's just
he's built different, man. And that division's now on notice. Paddy Pimblett was in the crowd. He gets to come in and they have a bit of a face off, a little bit of a push and shove.
And Dana wasn't happy.
Yeah, Dana's not happy about that. I'm not happy.
That'll be the next
I
fight.
don't know how he
Yeah.
got in there.
Yeah.
Well, fucking your
Your
staff
security,
let him in.
yeah. Let him in there to do the face off to
Yeah.
try and hype up a fight.
Yeah, I wonder who will be the next
Uh,
fucking lightweight fucking challenger.
Paddy probably just gets slapped.
Yeah, realistically.
The other talk that the fight that goes around is Gaethje, and if he gets a fight, there's a chance in that there could be a knockout either way. But
That'd be a good fight as well.
I mean, Holloway
I
slept.
was about to say, look,
Justin, so-
him and Holloway had a war
Yeah.
where Holloway got the win and slept him.
So,
that was the one where he slept him in the last
Yeah,
few
where
seconds.
they
Of
just
I remember
threw
that.
down in the middle.
Yeah,
and just,
that was
bang,
fucking
bang,
sick
bang, bang.
fight.
But if you do that with Saboria, I think you go to sleep even quicker.
Yeah. If you do that in the last 10 seconds, you're
Yeah.
not seeing the 9th second.
Yeah. I don't know. What do we say more about the bloke? Just a
Yeah.
weapon. I would love to see Makhachev, if he doesn't win upper division, he comes back down
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that becomes a super fight. But I don't know. I don't know, man.
I'll just love if Tapiria got some other tattoos to not just be a Conor fanboy.
Yeah, it's crazy. All the stats kind of just line up with him.
Yeah, the same amount of fights, the
yeah.
same amount of wins, the same amount of
wins.
UFC fights, same amount of UFC.
I think I've seen
he's double champion status.
Yeah.
Didn't get a double champion because he had to vacate. It's the exact same.
He's Connor tweeted it earlier saying, "Good to know you're just winning the belts I've already won."
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. He is literally almost a clone, but
Yeah.
has
Better.
better ground. Yeah.
yeah.
He's fought,
Yeah, and beat, as I said, the
Yeah.
legend killer.
yeah, obviously, Conor did kill a legend. in,
Yeah,
Aldo,
but this
not
is
3 in a row.
Yeah, and arguably just better fashion. Wow.
See some funny TikToks and Reddit posts and stuff. And it's yeah, I'm okay. It's not like some tiny fucking Spanish guy knocked out all of my favorite fighters back to back to back.
Short king.
Oh, that's fucking gold.
Yeah, it's tough.
Oh.
It's tough.
Who we got next for 318?
I believe it's Poirier versus. Oh crap. Yeah, Holloway versus Poirier. Yeah, for BMF belt, so nothing really.
Yeah, that's not even that exciting.
Not exciting at all.
It's,
Surely
the,
there's
it's the one
something-
after that that's good,
Yeah, I
and
was
we
gonna
get DDP versus
Oh yeah, that's
Hamzat
I mean,
Chimaev.
look, the main fight's gonna be good. The other fights, I don't really fucking care for much.
UFC or the ABC. Whittaker.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. A bit of time before
Jeez.
319.
17th of August.
Wake me up.
Wake me up when that happens. MVP as well. That'll be nice. Okay. That's UFC wrapped though. Beautiful stuff, gentlemen. James, cricket.
Yeah, look, we beat West Indies in 3 days.
We're back. We're back, baby.
170 runs, 3 days. There's no cracks in the team.
There's no cracks in the team.
We just got a bit unlucky. They changed the pitch. They
Yeah.
changed the weather on us in the World Test Championship
They
final.
made the weather fucked.
Yeah.
I know that.
Somehow they were cheating.
Flawless victory.
Yeah,
though.
because our team's just that good that we did that to West Indies.
Roboto was on cocaine during it.
Yeah.
It had to be said as well because
Yeah.
I think he was.
Yeah.
So a couple of talking points out of the test match. All of the young guys we brought in did shit.
Yeah.
Saying to Brandon, so obviously it was his last chance sort of thing, and the fans wanted his head, and they've wanted his head for a while. But in the World Test Championship, Labuschagne scored close to 40 runs.
Yeah.
That's more than Cam Green scored in both the test matches.
Yep.
And what's his Constas?
Yeah.
In his 2 innings.
Yep.
So that's not good.
That's not good.
Inglis also.
Would be the scapegoat, yes, but did we win?
Yes.
I was very excited to see Inglis come in. his batting is the highest he's ever batted. Like,
He's doing 4?
yeah, he came in
Yeah.
for Smith, who should be back for the
Yeah,
second
they
test.
said second test he'll be back probably.
But look, it's he's definitely more of a 5 or 6 batter English, like
Yeah.
he's a keeper.
Yeah.
But of trying to get in ahead of Travis Head for that nice
Yeah.
5 spot's not going to happen too easy. And with Slug playing the way he is, you're not getting the 6 spot either.
Yeah, he carried in the fucking second innings.
Yeah,
Him and Carey.
Yeah, him carrying Head 360s.
Yeah.
That's what really was the difference. Hazelwood takes a 5-er in the second innings.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
I also want to mention Stark's got to just be my favourite player of this generation, and more early wickets. Might be the best new ball bowler.
He has to be.
Like, also we've created another player that just steps up when they play Australia in Shamar Joseph. You might remember him from his heroics in their victory.
Yeah,
because he did fuck all year, and he came out and looked like he was prime Curtly Ambos again. So,
why do teams do this to us?
yeah. So don't know where that came from, but
You watch after this series, he'll go back to being absolute dog shit and bowling against nobodies.
yeah. England had a huge comeback. Well, not comeback.
That's
A huge
A huge moral victory.
a huge chase to win against India in their first test.
That's huge, actually.
It was fucking like 370 runs or something like that they had to chase in the last innings.
Bit of Baz. Bit of Baz.
Again, it was a fucking road. Everyone scored runs.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they make it?
For Australia?
Why is English pitches roads except for when we bat on them?
Yeah.
When we bat on them, they're full of cracks and everything. And then
Well, at
suddenly
least
the
we
next
make
day,
it look like there is.
Yeah.
But so there is still plenty of questions being asked about our top order, and hopefully we
always
can
will be.
answer them. Well, not always. Hopefully they get answered. And
hopefully they get answered before the Ashes, because
Cam
we've
Green.
got 4 months, boys.
Cam Green magically become a 3, please.
Bring back Marnus.
It's a time to bring Marnus back.
Yeah. Is it too
Look,
soon?
he did. The other thing I said to Brendan, Marnus came on as a substitute fielder and got a wicket. So you could say he had more of an impact in a game where he was 12th man than both Cam Green and Constance.
Is
Oh,
it
that's
too
cold.
late to say sorry? I miss you,
Oh,
Marnie.
Kawaja also scored some runs, like 47, I think, or something
So
like
he gets
that
to
in the
stay.
first innings. So at least he showed something.
He's putting in the work.
He was one of the only people to score runs in that first innings for us.
Yeah, we got all out for 180, wasn't it?
Yeah, 170 even.
Yeah.
It's disgraceful.
Next game of cricket. when's that on?
Sometime this week.
I think it starts
We were wrong last time.
Friday.
We said Thursday last week, and then
Yeah.
it was
Let me-
Wednesday. So he said Friday. I'm guessing Thursday.
Yeah.
Get ready for that.
The 12 a.m. time slot can be confusing.
Yeah. But yeah, that's cricket.
That's cricket wrapped.
Yeah, beautiful.
It was taking forever to load. I'm not
Okay,
gonna
too
even
easy.
bother.
Anyways, anything else to add, gentlemen?
Guess what Friday is, though?
I'm guessing I have no idea.
Well, I'm heartbroken, boys. Can't
Your
believe you-
birthday. Fuck. Surely someone else's birthday.
Oh, that
as
means
well.
Mum's birthday's coming up. We've got to
4th of
remember that. Yeah.
July. Yeah, it's a big
It's
day. in
America's
America.
birthday. Nah, it's my birthday this weekend, so
yeah.
I'm to get on it.
Time to get on the bass. Beautiful stuff. Happy birthday, Dan.
I'm sure we'll have some stories from the weekend.
Yeah.
On next week.
Plan on winning another $500 and playing the best golf of my life. Okay.
Wait, we're not playing golf.
Well, who knows? Anything could happen.
Next golf, here we come. Putt.
All right. Beautiful stuff, gentlemen. As always, like, comment, subscribe, follow the social medias, and we will see you guys next week.
Buy the merch.
Bye, much.